pick.
All right, 10 things I learned Ty Lopez. All right. It's this one right here, 10 things Ty Lopez. Oh, you're going to let Joe pick his favorite book? All right.
All right, no, let him pick. The beauty, the beauty.
Joe's
That's
going to
what we do.
strategically pick what he wants.
He picked it. I did it. 10 Things I Learned by Eric Johnson.
Yep.
Things I Learned. Yes. Page 62.
62. All right.
Second part.
Yep.
Analyze your day. We talked about this just a second ago. How at the end of the day I analyze what I've done. I sit down. I discuss with myself on where I was efficient, where I wasn't efficient. So you have to analyze your day. What things do you consider chores and what do you consider progress? What is your maintenance? What is your progression? Without knowing the difference, you might confuse the two. Have you ever seen a dog chasing its tail? If you have not defined the difference between your progression and your maintenance, then you will be the dog that's running around in circles, trying to chase his tail. You won't know because you think that you are doing a lot, but at the end of the day, you are actually you are actually not getting anything done. So you need to be very careful, and that's when analyzing your day comes in. I mean, I mean, it's almost one of the most important things you can do. Analyze your day every day because if you do not analyze, let's say you analyze once a month, then you have one entire month doing something that might not be working, that might not be progressing you at all. So that's a whole entire wasted month. But if you had analyzed once a week, then you would have caught that inefficiently, a inefficiency. The first week, I'm the first week I'm doing this a lot, but it's not progressing me any further. Then you'll be able to stop it immediately. But imagine if you did that every day, then every day you can test something. You can see how it feels. You can try out a new pair of shoes, test drive the car, do whatever it is that you need to do. And then if you don't like it, you can switch it fast.
I like that. Like, so I do that constantly. So it took me a minute to find. Okay, so I still constantly do this and to find which schedule works the best for me. So when at first, so at last year before I came out here, riding a bike in the morning because I ride the bike every day for an hour and I do the road and then I also run. I was like riding the bike every morning was helping, right? But then when I came back riding a bike for the hour, then at the afternoon I was bored. Once I was done what I was doing, then I would go grab a couple beers and then have a drink or whatever and then go to sleep. And then I'd be up at 11 o'clock at night wide awake. So I was like, this is not working. So I had to tweak things around a little bit and keep trying different things until I found something because my target was to wake up around 2:30 to 3 in the morning, right? Now, on 4 to 5 hours of sleep is all that I get. So that means that I have to force myself to stay awake until almost 11 o'clock at night, right? So you have to understand. So that was, I'm going to bed at, if I go to bed at 8, I'm waking up at midnight, right? So I had to
Yes.
figure something out which will extend my energy and my day later so I can maintain waking up at a certain time. So tweaking my day, right? And I figured, okay, if I ride the bike at the end of the day for an hour, one, I'm killing an hour. then my energy is up, right? Because my blood's been moving around, so that will force my like I'll be able to move around a little bit because my at that time my brain because that like if I'm gonna do heavy lifting work, I do it in the morning when my brain is fresh. If I brainstorm, as Joe kind of knows, brainstorming sessions are in the afternoon. So I just needed to extend that what time I was going to do my brainstorming sessions, and then voila, I've tweaked around to find what was best at this time, right? It doesn't mean that 3 weeks from now and some my world comes a little bit different that I don't readjust and figure out which works best then. Does that make sense? So it's constantly like tweaking your schedule to make sure that like throughout the day you are the most optimal that you can be. Because you'll be amazed how much time you actually have if you optimize things, right? So and it's weird because I do this a lot. It's amazing how much time you will procrastinate. So and this is all you need is 10 minutes, right? I'll procrastinate for half an hour for something that will only take me 10 minutes. Think about it, and think about how many times you've done that. You know something you don't really want to do something, right? And so you procrastinate to do it. But then in all actuality, you've procrastinated longer than it would have taken you just to fucking do it. Right? So by figuring out your schedule, right? Then that's how like optimize so if you know that's a problem, then do that then maybe do when you have the most mental control of yourself, do the things you don't want to do at that time. So that you can't so saying no is not an option, right? So when you first wake up you can't be like, oh, I'm too tired to do something. No, I just woke up. Like I literally cannot use that excuse that I'm too tired to do it, right? Right? Like this is I can't use this excuse. So then whatever you don't want to do, then do that right then.
Sure. Just like let me just just like you said, always stay ready so that you don't have to get prepared or you don't have to always stay prepared or always stay ready so that you don't have to
Stay ready to keep
later.
from having to get ready. And
Exactly.
that is a beautiful introduction to the next one that we're going to talk about. So we're going to kill this video and we'll see you in the next one. Hope you guys keep on enjoying these videos and stay tuned for our next